We have a winner. So the first of two Thunder and Okie shirts has been given away. We'll holler at you in a little bit with how you win the next one. Dirty South Gassers making their way to the starting line, and we've got Funny Cars coming to the push road. Funny Cars, I'm looking for you on the push road for that final qualifying round. Funny Cars to the push road, please. Now, train your eyes at the starting line as the Dirty South Gassers are here to show out. And that's what they do best. Jason Calloway and Johnny Armstrong on the way down the racetrack. Team out of Texas and Alabama. The Alabama car gets the win light, 655 at 102. Takes out the Texas Tinkerman car, 687, 96.2 miles an hour. Man, just picking them up and laying them down and smoking us in with the superstar show that is Dirty South Gassers. For all of you at the racetrack, we are excited that you chose to be a part of us on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Man, those beautiful blue skies and the white puffy clouds, I absolutely love it. That's chaos weather. For those of you tuning in on the live stream, welcome to Smokin' Mo-Kan Dragway, the midnight special. 1957 Chevy just gave you a great illustration of why we call it Smokin' Mo-Kan Dragway. Monty Buck with burnout par excellence. In the Redemption Motorsports lane, it's going to be racing Rodney Potter, the Shade Tree Racing 1941 Ford two-door sedan. All four on the tower side of the racetrack. It's a big block Chevy powered 57 Chevy on the pit side of the racetrack. Get the flash of a pro tree. And cars down the racetrack, put one right on the O'Reilly side of the racetrack. Squirrel, they call him, Rodney Potter, 676, 97.8 miles an hour. Turns on the win light. That'll help him in his quest to be the winner in Dirty South Gassers this weekend. Monty Buck, good-looking 695, 99.27 miles an hour down the Redemption Motorsports lane. James Bullard, the Mr. Twister, good-looking 52 coupe. Also bringing the smoke show at Smokin' Mo-Kan Dragway. He's out of Wichita Falls, America. Got big block Chevy power in that heavy Chevy on the tower side. Marty Danner, the Reinmuller Express 1955 Chevy. Got that gasser stance. He's repping Danner Auto Repair and Cale Addington. Joplin, Missouri, home for Marty Danner on the Redemption Motorsports side of the racetrack. We got tons of fun coming your way as the Dirty South Gassers are the third class to take the racetrack today. We've got Funny Cars coming to the push road. Funny Cars, this means you. Funny Cars to the push road for your third and final qualifying round. James Bullard, Wichita Falls, Texas. Marty Danner from Joplin, Missouri. Both with green lights, so we'll decide it at the finish line, not the starting line, and that's going to be James Bullard. Mr. Twister, 643, 104 miles an hour, good for the win. And Marty Danner goes 679 in the Reinmuller 55 Chevy, 98.6, perfectly normal miles per hour. Continuing with our Dirty South Gassers, we've got Brad Poosh, the Roscoe P. Coltrane 63 Chevy 2 from Mountain Home, Arkansas, on the tower side of the racetrack in the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. And David Talent, the Wild Man Racing Willis Coupe from Kansas City, Missouri, on the Redemption side of the racetrack. That's your pit side. Classic hot rods with lots of performance to go with them. Probably having as much fun as anybody here as the party comes with them. Whenever you see that Dirty South Gasser flag in the pit area, you know there's a good time being had. Big starting line advantage for the Roscoe P. Coltrane Chevy 2. Is it enough? Yes, it is. 673, 99.6 miles an hour to a quicker but later 671 for Wildman David Talent. 104 miles an hour in the Willys Coupe on that Redemption side of the racetrack. So we talked about Redemption Motorsports Lane on the way to the track this morning from where I'm staying, which is about a block from Redemption Motorsports. They're in Webb City, Missouri. Saw a sign on the way over here. I think it must have been an advertisement for a new spice from Miss Dacus. I think it's a combination of maybe a combination of oregano and ghost peppers. It said Orinoco. Funny cars to the push road. Funny cars to the push road, please. I got Leland Harmon all the way from Falls City, Nebraska in a 1956 Chevy on the Redemption side of the racetrack. And Jacob Amber from Midlothian, Texas. That is a 1950 Plymouth Business Coupe. It's got an early Hemi, call him the Whale. Late model Hemi called the Elephant. Early model Hemi called the Whale. Big cubic inches. And that hemispherical combustion chamber. All right, top bulbs lit on both sides of the Christmas tree. Plymouth, tower side, Chevy, pit side. Revved up and rolling, green lights both sides of the racetrack. At the finish line, it's going to be the Plymouth Business Coupe. Jacob 674, 101.9 miles an hour, and Leland Harmon always bringing the show from the Horsepower Genie Machine Shop, 692, 99.1 miles per hour. Side-by-side 1955 Chevys. John Wulff on the tower side from Louisville, Kentucky. Adding more to that smoking Mo-Kan Dragway mystique. 422 cubic inches of stroked small block Chevy. And Danny's Rod Shop on the tower side of the racetrack. And one of my favorite cars, that beautiful green machine, the Claude Hopper from Sarcoxy, Lyle Thurman. Thurman Roofing Special on the pit side of the racetrack. Saturday afternoon in the sunshine at Mo-Kan Dragway. Man, I got to tell you how much I love saying that, because there's been a shortage of that this season. It seems like we've had to reschedule everything, but this weekend, the good Lord loves Mo-Kan Dragway's Labor Day Weekend Classic. I got a red light on the tower side for John Wilson, the instigator. 686, 98.1 miles an hour to the Claw Hopper, 738, 92.92 miles an hour. My name's David. I'm happy to be your voice in the chaos this weekend. We are broadcasting across the four-state area at KMKD FM, Asbury, Missouri, 87.9 on your FM dial. Jim Coons and Alvin Griffin on the way down the racetrack. Coons with his Anglia. Stops the clocks 7:33 at 94.1 miles an hour. Griff, 9:03, 75.9 miles per hour. Not quite enough. Man, the 1951 Henry J on the tower side of the racetrack is the younger car of this pair. Doug Manchester brings that Savage 6 up from Houston, Texas. 302 cubic inches of inline General Motors 6-cylinder. This car has been a race car for longer than I've been alive. Doug Manchester, the latest to wheel it down the racetrack, and he's going to put it through its paces on the Redemption side of the Christmas tree. So the Hustlin' Henry of Kevin Jordan and the Savage 6 of Doug Manchester on the way down the racetrack. Green lights both sides. Who's it going to be? Oh, it's going to be Kevin Johnson coming around. Doug Manchester off the starting line first, but Jordan puts a 754 at 94.4 miles an hour on the board. The Savage 6 comes in just a little second, 779, 84.73 miles an hour. Next up, it's going to be the 1953 Chevy Bel Air from Seward, Nebraska, Tyler Johnson on the O'Reilly side of the racetrack. Like that machine. And talk about something you don't see very much of, a cross loop. Some folks have never even heard of a cross loop, but at one time, a fairly common economical car. Darwin McConnell's got one out of he calls it the Honey Badger, and he gets a win light, 676, 102 miles an hour, against Tyler Johnson's 53 Chevy at 739 at 91.6. Talk about a pair to draw to. Check this out. Tom Butheris from Wichita, Kansas. 1966 Chevy Nova called the Rude Rat. There you go. It's running. It's in reverse gear. Saw that little jump there. Yesterday had a little trouble with that car. Thought he might be having a little bit more of that episode of hesitation, but he's got it fixed up. And Butheris is going to bring that car to the starting line in the O'Reilly lane. Hooley Huffman, the Okie Twister 2, as one of the more famous cars in the world of gasser racing, certainly in the south central part of the United States. Crashed that car a few years ago. This is not that car. The car was cut up and is adorning garage walls all around the country now. Hooley Huffman, and the Okie Twister is going to turn on the win light with a 591 at 118. He had a starting line advantage and uses that to his advantage to get a whole shot win over Tom Butheris and the Rude Rat with a 579, 99.1 miles an hour. So you get that vibe with the factory experimental cars, the things that developed into funny cars. The Rude Rat was one of those. You're looking at another one at the starting line in the O'Reilly lane, the John Clark Speed Special, also out of Wichita, Kansas. Getting ready to square off against Tony Incardona from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The Ranchero goes red. 10,000, 2 quick on the figure. Turns on the line. That puts a line in the O'Reilly lane. 617 at 109 to a 633 with a red light at 108 miles an hour. There's that man with knows how to do the burnout like not a lot of folks do. Gerald Griffin. Coupling Griff, they call the car Recycled. And he goes through the tires pretty quickly, as you might imagine after seeing all that smoke show in the redemption lane. The Griff's cam shop Ford Falcon lines up in the Redemption Motorsports lane, taking on Eric Podol from Eureka Springs, Arkansas, 1950 Ford Business Coupe. Well, so Griff backs it all the way up. I guess maybe used up all of his tires on that burnout. I don't know. Maybe let all the smoke out of it. And Eric goes down that tower lane to a 723 at 95.99 miles an hour and gets the win. Funny cars, third round qualifying. Funny cars to the push road now. Mike Fogerson, the Daredevil from Joplin, Missouri, 1948 Anglia, is going to be on the tower side of the racetrack in that beautiful blue and white machine. And talk about your quick, fast ride. Bob Brown, Rat Poison, pickup truck out of Topeka, Kansas. That is a Willis pickup. 408 cubic inches of small block Chevy power. And if last night was any indication, you have definitely got a heck of a hot rod in the redemption lane. That Rat Poison truck, it's a looker. It's a mover, too. So, Daredevil versus Rat Poison. Small block Chevy power underneath the hoods of both of these cars. Man, check out the wheel stand for Mike Fulkerson. 573 at 119 miles an hour for the win. But Fogerson definitely puts the Kodak moment out there for everybody to see as Dirty South Gassers continue to shine. Talk about impressive. I am some of that. Bob Langner from St. Joe, Missouri, 1955 Chevy in the O'Reilly lane. And Bud DeWolf from Midlothian, Texas, in the 56 Chevy on the Redemption side of the racetrack. Oh, trouble on the launch for Bob Langner as he does a veteran move and gets out of the groove just in case there was fluid coming off that car. Big bad Bud DeWolf, 643, 108.5 miles an hour, turns on another win light in the Redemption Motorsports lane. So if you're an aspiring racer and you just witnessed what happened with Bob Langner there, he leaves the starting line, something goes away, and he safely gets the car under control and pulls it out of the groove so that, in case there's any fluid coming off that car, he minimizes the amount of track cleanup that has to be done. That, my friends, is a veteran move. That's what a good driver does. So take that lesson if you're an aspiring race car driver. So they'll check the situation on that 55 Chevy in the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. Beautiful day to be at Mo-Kan Dragway as we are celebrating at this 60th annual Ozark Crane Services Labor Day Weekend Classic, presented by our good friends at Fleet Fuels. We've got 27 funny cars in the house. They all have the opportunity to make a last qualifying run coming up just after the Dirty South Gassers conclude their first runs of the day. So the tow strap hooked up to Bob Langner's machine. They will pull it off this way. It's the shorter route back to the pit area. Hopefully he'll be able to put that back together and continue in action today. Mo-Kan Dragway is happy to welcome Rush Truck Centers to the line of supporting businesses that help us keep our drag racing habit going. Rush Truck Center provides customers an integrated one-stop approach to the service and sales of new and used trucks and commercial vehicles. They've got aftermarket parts, service, collision repair capabilities, alternative fuel systems, vehicle technology solutions, and a range of financial services including financing, insurance, leasing, and rental options. Since 1965, Rush Truck Center has earned their reputation for excellence, fairness, positive attitude, and solutions that exceed customer expectations. That's why we can say with confidence when it comes to trucking, no one offers you more. Rush Truck Centers, proud sponsors of Mo-Kan Dragway. So the track staff out there apply a little broom and drag, making sure that we are good to go, as we have got Dirty South Gassers continuing to make runs, and we've got funny cars starting to fill up the push road as that third and final opportunity to shuffle the deck of the qualifying list in funny car is about to take place, coming up very, very shortly for you. 3 rounds of eliminations in 3 different 8-car fields as we will qualify 24. In addition to this third qualification round, we have got the final round for the unfinished race from Byron Dragway, our Wulff Pump Seafield final round. When you see Hot Rod Herbie and Neil Giroux take the track, not only are they qualifying, but one of them is taking home a trophy as the Seafield winner from Byron Dragway. So we get the all clear, and we are once again good to go, and the smoke show continues with James Collins, the live bullet, 63 Ford Fairlane 500. Lining up in the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane, taking on that Chevy Nova from Chelsea, Oklahoma, Jim Anderson's Red Rocket. Live Bullet and the Red Rocket. Just about ready to take that pro tree. Head on down the racetrack. Live Bullet looking for that first infrared. There it is. Now we're stayed. Tree flashes amber and off we go. Reaction time's close. And it's going to be a win in the redemption lane for the Red Rocket of Jim Anderson. 6:38.102 beats a 6:59 at 100 miles an hour. Did we say something about Dirty South Gassers bringing the show? Now somewhere down there in all that cloud of smoke is the Gasser Girl, the ramrod that keeps this show underway. Downtown Nation is out there taking some pictures. There's a lot of Kodak moments that are happening when the Dirty South Gassers are on the racetrack. This is Joey Phelps, the Hard Day's Night 62 Chevy 2 from Bodart, Missouri. Man, putting a smoke show out there for the race fans here at the racetrack and those watching on the live stream. Dirty South Gassers, definitely a big draw. Has been part of Funny Car Chaos since the very first one back in 2017, and you can see why, as they always bring the showmanship with them. All right, it's going to be one car down the racetrack in the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. After that burnout, let's take a quick trip with Joey Phelps. Certainly gets the one of the votes for, I don't know, it's kind of hard to decide who's got the best burnout, but he is certainly in the running. And a 6:08 at 111 miles an hour means he's got a stout performer in action here today as well. Kevin Lowry and Dan Butheris bring their cars up next. We've got Lowry on the tower side from Joplin, 2018 K&J chassis slingshot in the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. And Dan Butheris, one of those guys who had his funny car at the very first Funny Car Chaos event I talked about in 2017. He's got that 34 GMC pickup Ultra set to go down the Redemption Motorsports lane. Saturday afternoon with a full house at Mo-Kan Dragway, and the funny car is just about to take the track. Let your friends know that it's happening. We got the show. Oh, the wheels up again on the slingshot dragster while the Ultra just marches down the Redemption lane to a 6:37 in the wind light at 106 miles an hour. Kevin Lowry, 779, 87.3 miles an hour. And that super cool wagon on the way to pick up the dragster in the shutdown area. Race fans, do stay well fed and hydrated. We have got a good day for you. In fact, we've got a great day for you. The beautiful weather, give you a chance to work on the tan, work on making some new friends, and work on having fun, because that's what it's all about at Funny Car Chaos. Some of that having fun includes taking a ride in one of the proud American Motorsports dragsters. We have got the Loud American. This might have a little to do with the White River delegation, as Danny Cottrell is out there filming this one. I think I might know who's in the rumble suit. Into the stage position. Looking like a quick trip down the racetrack at Mo-Kan Dragway, 4:45, 160.7 miles an hour. All clear on the racetrack, and so the tractor comes out, and you know what that means. Funny cars are next. Mr. Cottrell, was that your sister?
It's Labor Day weekend drag racing here at Mo-Kan Dragway in Asbury, Missouri, serving the four-state area. The Ozark Crane Services Labor Day Weekend Classic presented by Fleet Fuels. It's been going on for 60 years. Funny Car Chaos has not been going on for 60 years, but it certainly has gained a lot of notoriety to headline such an event. John Hale, you've been an early supporter and racer of the Chaos. It's come a long way, and here you are competing at Mo-Kan.
Yeah, it's great to see this event. It's been 4 or 5 years since I've been here. It's great to be back. We're right out in the middle of the country, cornfields, old houses. We're staying in an Airbnb that was built in 1935. A lot of history here. Great racetrack. Happy to be back.
John Hale, you're no stranger to Nitro, and you are in a good Nitro funny car this weekend. Support from Buddy Hole and the Texas Motorplex. The Texas Motorplex and Chaos certainly have a good partnership.
Yeah, you know, the Motorplex is my home track. It's Buddy's home track. It's great to have them on the side of the car and represent their anniversary coming up this year. The best thing about it is we finally got our race car back. We had some handling issues. Car wanted to go right. We redid the front end with some spindles where we can adjust that preload on the right rear. Went and tested last week at Extreme Dragway in Texas. Car went wherever I pointed it, and I've got some really good vibes about the race here this weekend with the good car.
Well, John Hale is ready for Nitro action here at Mo-Kan. You be ready for the Fall Nationals and the Funny Car Chaos Classic coming up at the Texas Motorplex in 2026. And John, what barbecue sauce should you be using?
Best of Texas barbecue sauce.
Another Funny Car Chaos competitor here at Mo-Kan Dragway. Driving is Executioner's Justin Herbst. Hot Rod Herbie, you have certainly been executing consistency this year in Funny Car Chaos and tied right now, though often a C or D field competitor atop the point standings.
We have been trying to give it our all this year and putting on the show, of course, for the fans still, and just luck's been on our side.
Luck has been on your side, certainly, but you have routinely tuned this car well to consistency while putting on that show. Give us your mentality on competing in Funny Car Chaos and being so consistent, collecting the points, and being a thorn in all the fast cars' side.
So we actually had a little issue. Would have been Eddyville. We couldn't get the car really to tune when we tried changing some stuff, and I did change the injector hat, and come to find out we had a little mishap in the barrel valve, and we didn't catch it. We didn't qualify in Cordova, and we got lucky on a breakage issue, so we made first round, and that helped. But we finally found the issue, and the car has been gaining since then. Been running really good, just consistent. We made a personal record at Byron, and then we backed it up with the same number back-to-back. So, I don't know, the car's just running good. The Gaines Performance engine seems to be good. The methanol for Menser oil seems to burn good. Got Norplac Kubota backing us, and then the Herbst towing shop. So everything's been falling in place.
Speaking of falling in place, you fell into place in the final round to compete at Byron Dragway, turning on the necessary wind lights. But that's going to be contested this weekend. An opportunity to take the points lead going into eliminations here at Mo-Kan.
That is going to be a tough one. At Byron, man, the car was on rails, just straight as an arrow, running good. Everything was really good. And that little bit of rain kind of threw a damper in the day, but I'm hoping if everything runs as good as it did there, hopefully we're good.
Hot Rod Herbie, along with the others of Funny Car Chaos, are ready to giddy up.
All right, I have a winner. Sebastian knew that the funny car pilot that also flies airplanes competitively is John Hale. So he takes home that second of two Thunder and Okie t-shirts. Thank you, Bob Alberti Jr., for helping to make more people happy on a day where being happy is the order of the day. The Labor Day Weekend Classic at Mo-Kan Dragway, brought to you by Ozark Crane Services and Fleet Fuels. You can see the funny cars on the push road, those bodies up. They are paired up and ready to take the track, and we will shuffle the deck for the final time before we go into eliminations coming up about 4 o'clock this afternoon. So your friends ought to be here. You'll see why in just a few moments. I think a lot of you were probably here last night. Man, what a show it was last night. We began to see all kinds of great numbers coming up on the scoreboard. The track preparations, I mean, absolutely just right as the cars were singing down this racetrack, screaming down the racetrack, big speeds, low elapsed times, and it is going to be close to see who makes the show and who does not. Some tough breaks last night. We'll see if these teams were able to get things repaired and make their make the opportunity to get that third run down the racetrack. As Bill Naves, they came all the way from North Carolina and broke the rear end. I think they were up all night long, and I don't know if they got the vehicle fixed or not, and I'm certainly hoping so. It'd be a real shame to come all the way from North Carolina and not be able to make a run. And that team, the Shooting Star, certainly a crowd favorite, as they always bring a lot of fun with them. And John Hale's team, the Nitro car repping the big show, they had a trouble with the blower, so we hope that they were able to get everything fixed, as those were the two cars that did not record a time yesterday. Hopefully they will remedy that today, and if either one of those cars gets down the racetrack, it could really shake up the field. So we'll see how that goes. The first alternate, Lee Lovell, in the Giant Killer Nova, a car that typically runs low 4s and high 3s, had some trouble getting down the racetrack yesterday. So if they solve their situation, that's 3 cars that could really shake things up at the top of the qualifying list. We'll just see how it shakes out. We have got 13 of the top 14 challengers for the 2025 Funny Car Chaos Championship here at Mo-Kan Dragway this weekend, and they are absolutely set on trying to make sure they maximize the points that they get at this race this weekend. There's one more race yet to go. That's coming up at Great Lakes Dragway about 4 weeks from now. We will have that action coming to you on our live stream. For those of you watching on the live stream, we're happy to have you joining us from Smokin' Mo-Kan Dragway. If you like drag racing, and I know you do because you're tuned in, one of those places you just got to put on your bucket list is to attend an event at Mo-Kan Dragway. They've got great events throughout the season. The Blanton family and their staff always bringing great shows to the fans of the 4-state area. We're happy to bring it to a global audience on the live stream at Funny Car Chaos. Well, showtime for Funny Cars has arrived. We're going to start off with Chris Schneider from Jefferson City, Missouri. I'll get it out in a minute. Chris Schneider, they are definitely looking for some considerable improvements from yesterday. Keith Zimmerer in the Penny Pincher Mustang on the pit side of the racetrack in the Redemption Motorsports lane. They came out yesterday. They had 2 runs. The first one was 365 at 203 miles per hour. The second run was 364 at 205 miles an hour. So they are on top of the qualifying list, and they are hoping that they will stay there but they have certainly made their statement early and often. Off the trailer with a 365 and followed it up with a 364. They're going to move over to that right-hand Redemption Motorsports lane and see how the car responds over there. Chris Snyder's best run yesterday, and off pace for them. A car that typically runs 4 O's and 4 1s has a best performance yesterday of 486. So they are looking to step it up with John Troxell's Brutus Mach 1 in the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. Let's see. Both teams are qualified right now, but certainly one of those teams, the one on the Tower side, is really looking for some improvement. Team Brutus, let's ride with them and see if they've got it all together. Saturday afternoon, smoking Mo-Kan Dragway, first pair of funny cars down the racetrack. Tire shake for the Brutus car and trouble for the Penny Pincher. 453, 172.6 miles an hour. You could see the tires shaking on the Brutus car as he left the starting line, but Chris, after he got his bearings, after having his head shook quite a bit, gets back on the throttle, decks the gas, goes 453 at 172, and improves by 33 hundredths of a second. So that 453 will move them up near the top, about number 3 in the Wulff Pump C field. And trouble for the Penny Pincher as they came out yesterday with 2 3.6 second elapsed times. Both runs were low ET and top speed at the time, and they remained that, low ET and top speed of the event. But Keith, that veteran move, he felt something go wrong with the car, gets out of the groove, and shuts the car off. So they'll push that car back, and we will certainly hope that they've got everything where they can get it back together and be back for first round eliminations, as they are sitting number 1 on the qualification list. They did take the tree, so they won't be coming back for another qualifying run. We'll see what happens from here. But a whole lot of jubilation from Team Brutus, as they always bring plenty of excitement with them to the racetrack, as they are still off their normal pace, but they are in a better position going into round 1 as they move up from number 7 in the Wulff Pump C field to number 3. So that Texas-based Mustang will be pushed and towed back to the pit area as they look to have some work to do before the first round of eliminations. They've certainly got the opportunity to do great things if they can get the car back together and get back to that pace that they ran yesterday. So the question that we were wondering if it would get answered or not has been answered, as we have got John Hale in the Nitro Funny car out of Midlothian, Texas, coming up next on the O'Reilly Auto Parts side of the racetrack. They came out to make a run yesterday and experienced trouble with the supercharger and did not record a time. So this is going to be a one opportunity qualification for this team in what on paper anyway is the quickest, fastest funny car on the property. Let's see if they have got it all together. I'm telling you, this is a great group. Say Logistics, Teddy Joe Say has got one bad to the bone hot rod. They are representing Chick-fil-A, Texas best of Texas barbecue sauce, and the Texas Motorplex, along with Vertex General Contractors. They will bring that Nitro car to life on the tower side of the racetrack in the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. And the guy on the other side of the racetrack celebrated a birthday this weekend, and he has really been celebrating all season, as Brian Lewis's Grumpy 2 Mustang has been a stout performer at every event. They find themselves tied for first place in points. John Hale, the answer to the trivia question that Sebastian knew. John Hale's going to be on a single run here as a little trouble with Grumpy 2 on the pit side of the racetrack. So it's going to be the Nitro car on the way down the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. Veronica Gallegos does the backup girl duties, backing John Hale up from that long burnout. The Nitro car is going to put some rumble in your chest. Everything goes right. And he takes the green light. Should be making a statement that if you've never experienced a Nitro funny car like this, you're in for a treat. So we talked about shuffling the qualifying deck. If this car runs like it's capable of running, we could have a new number one. We'll just have to see how it shakes out. Thumbs up and we're good to go. John Hale is in charge right now. Brings that car up into the pre-stage. Goes to the high side. We'll take it that last few inches and we're going. Soft launch. He takes it down the racetrack to a 406 at 192.39 miles an hour. So qualifying, and he goes into the B field with a 406 at 192 miles an hour. The 406 will place them number 5 in the Alki Digger B field at the moment. So John Hale with the soft launch, a 106 60-foot, 277 to half track, just making sure that car goes down the racetrack and they accomplish that mission. 406, 192.39 miles an hour. In the Say It Loud, Say Logistics Dodge Charger funny car. So the shuffling has begun. On the first pair down the racetrack, Chris Schneider moved up 4 places in the Wulff Pump C field, and John Hale in the second run down the racetrack makes a single run of a 406, jumps into the middle of the Alki Digger B field. So that will push Jordan Ballou down into the Wulff Pump C field in the number 1 spot. Race crew bring out the mops, making sure everything is good on the starting line. And as they're doing that, and we have our next pair of funny cars, or maybe it's a single, looks like it will be a pair. Jordan Ballou brings the Ballou Thunder Camaro up, and we've got the Grumpy 2. No, looks like we've got the Wicked Quick over there. So we will be having funny car qualifying coming up, continuing here in just a few moments. But first, Dean Dubbin and the team at DMP Awnings have got you covered with the finest awnings for race trailers, hospitality trailers, sales and display trailers, motor coaches, RVs, and more. They do it all in-house at their facility in Little Falls, Minnesota, so the quality is unsurpassed, and you can count on trouble-free functionality with each and every setup. The DMP Awning teams knows exactly what you go through at the racetrack because they are frequently out crisscrossing the country following their championship dreams just like you are. Fabrication, graphic design, large format printing, and lots of support, they've got you covered at DMP Awnings. DMP Awnings, Little Falls, Minnesota, 320-237-0509, or find them online, dmpawnings.com. One of those satisfied customers from DMP Awning just had their awning done by Dean and his team. That's the Bushwhacker crew that races Nitro Chaos on a regular basis. So we do get the all clear, and we're ready to go back to funny car qualifying. Jordan Ballou, the Ballou Thunder 69 Camaro from Bartlesville, Oklahoma, on the tower side. And the Wicked Quick 1957 Chevy from Bismarck, North Dakota, Jim Chase, sits number 8 in the Rodak Custom Coffee A field of funny cars. Their best run yesterday was last night in that second go. A 384 at 189.5 miles an hour. They ran 399 first time down the racetrack, even having to pedal the car. But the second time down the racetrack, they put a 384 on the board, and they finished where they started, but just a lot quicker. So the Dry Hop King brings the 69 Camaro up to the starting line in the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane after doing those patented dry hops. The wicked quick 57 Chevy eases up to the starting line, making that third of 3 allowed qualifying runs. 5 points available for each qualification run you make. Jordan Ballou, number 13 in the points. Jim Chase, number 14 in the points. So every run counts. In the hunt for the championship, wicked quick, wheels up and launches down the racetrack to a 383. 190.6 miles per hour. Another 383 is Reutersmann. That is 4 383s in the Rodak A field at the moment. Wicked quick just keeps going quicker. And Jordan Ballou, a 437 down the racetrack, knocks 500s off their best run from yesterday. So that B&C Napa Auto Parts Camaro puts another nice number on the board. Stout performance is the order of the weekend. And it just continues here on race day Saturday. Yeah, man, show them some love. Ballou Thunder knocking 500s off of their previous best performance. And Jim Chase goes from 384 to 383. Quickens the tempo just a bit. Jim Chase will stay number 8 in the Rodak A field. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 cars at 383. Jim Chase, 383 with an 8, stays number 8 in the quickest field that we will run this weekend. Keeping pace in the championship points, getting those 5 points for making a qualifying run in this third qualifier. We'll see where everybody shakes out. Number 1 qualifier gets 8 points. Number 2 gets 7, and so forth. Number 8 qualifier gets 1 point. Next up, another question answered. Bill Naves, Salisbury, North Carolina. The Psychonaut Cannabis NGK Sparkplug VP Fuels Mustang broke a rear end yesterday. They have worked all night. The Naves boys getting it done, and they are ready to bring it up to the starting line and see if this one shot will do it. Colin Thomas, Elbert, Colorado, the Twisted Sister Nitro Mustang, is going to be making a run down the Redemption Motorsports side of the racetrack. Colin's best run yesterday was a 403. Pair of Mustangs. In the history of funny car racing, there's been a lot of Mustangs. And you've got one from 1969. Fastback Mustang body style on the Redemption side of the racetrack. That's the Nitro car out of Elbert, Colorado. And racing for the Nitro Club. 2017 Mustang on the Tower side. Not the latest of the late model Mustangs, but getting close to it. Bill Naves and Jagger and Matthew. Working hard, trying to get this car into the show. Bill and Kimberly Naves have been working on reaching 100 racetracks where they have raced. They are getting really close. to reaching that number. We're just delighted that they have chosen to race at new tracks in Funny Car Chaos. Into the pre-stage, the Nitro car, Shooting Star, turns on the top bulb. Just about ready to send them down the racetrack. 4 bulbs lit, flash of amber, here we go. Shooting Star goes into the show with a 405 at 179 miles an hour. We talked about it, how they could be shaking things up near the top of the list. Well, they shake things up in the Alki Digger B field with a 405 at 179 miles an hour. Bill Naves down that O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. That one shot does it. After all that work last night, I know that you appreciate what they did to get that Shooting Star into the show. Not just a little bit, but they go 405 at 179 miles an hour with a 9.8960 foot, 267 to the half track point, and they are in the Alki Digger B field with a good looking run. Colin Thomas, he had to get out of the throttle a little bit early in the Twisted Sister Mach 1, but they will stick where they were. The 403 from yesterday has them just ahead of the Shooting Star in the Alki Digger B field. Mike Shalando and his team out of Nashville, Tennessee have what you need to go supercharged fuel-injected racing, whether you want to go dragsters, funny cars, pro mods, whatever. If you are looking for a supercharged fuel-injected combination, the right parts with the right advice at the right price is what you can expect from Alki Digger. Mike Shalando and his team have been the title sponsor for our B field in Funny Car Chaos ever since day number 1 back in September of 2017. They are located in Nashville, Tennessee. You can call them up at 615-457-3192. They will fix you right up. So we move now to a pair of very fast hot rods. 2022 Funny Car Chaos champion Kirk Williams from Glenwood, Iowa has got the Monte Carlo body machine, repping Good Life RV on the O'Reilly side of the racetrack. Their best run yesterday, a 377. Bob Alberti Jr. has been showing up at the racetrack with those Oakley over-the-head sunglasses, a lot like Scotty Cannon from the days. In fact, the first time I saw him like that, I was like, who is that? I had to look really close because Bob didn't used to wear his hair that way. He used to have a lot more of that hair over his shoulders, as a matter of fact. But Bob Alberti Jr., that Dodge Challenger funny car from Catoosa, Oklahoma, representing WJ Equipment Parts, Quality One Lube, Cherry Creek Machine, and Grand Prix Auto Sports. Put a best number on the board yesterday, another one of those righteous 80s, 383 with a 2 at 187 miles an hour. He's got the clutch car, so both of these cars are clutch cars. They'll bring them into the pre-stage, then they'll bring the revs up to their designated spot, somewhere over 6,000 RPM. I think with both of these guys, it's over that. Then they will put the car in the stage beam. When the tree flashes amber, they'll dump the clutch and hang on for the ride. Steer these babies down the racetrack, as they have both been down the racetrack. 3.7s and 3.8s. Revs up into the stage. Green lights both sides. Last chance to shuffle the deck and qualify for these two racers. One about a 375 at 204 and a 399 at 157. Alberti's Thunder and Okie, another 3-second run, but does not improve on the 383. But Kirk Williams and the 200 proof team, they put a 375 on the board at 204.5 miles an hour. Both teams with good 60 foot, the 200 proof at 986, the Thunder and Okie at 969, and the Williams brothers car pulls away at the finish line 375-204 against a 399 at 157.5. So Williams with a 375 will stay number 3, right where they were, but two ticks quicker. And Alberti will stay where he was as well. That 383 from yesterday keeps him number 6. Yeah, man. Championship form from most of the teams this weekend. We are seeing big numbers and excitement on the racetrack. That bodes well going into the first round of eliminations coming up around 4 o'clock this afternoon. If your friends aren't already here, let them know that it's happening, and it's going to keep on happening as we have got a lot of funny car racing left to do, plus the stars and cars of the Dirty South Gassers, plus hot rod brackets and the Junior Dragster Shootout. That's all coming your way this afternoon as Ozark Crane Services brings you the 60th Annual Labor Day Weekend Classic presented by Fleet Fuels. Next up, we move to a pair of big block Chevy-powered Vega funny cars. Cody Chatfield is going to be on the tower side with a car from the home state. Raymore, Missouri is where Cody Chatfield hails from. He's got a big inch, 540 cubic inch Chevrolet power plant. Going to be lining up next to Mike Buchanan from Goddard, Kansas. Charlie Furlanger tribute car, the Ombre. Mike Buchanan, best run yesterday, a 486 at 147 miles an hour. Cody Chatfield's best run yesterday, a 424. Both teams signal their drivers are ready. Cody Chatfield is at the beams and rolls in deep. He'll sit it there, wait for Mike Buchanan to put his Vega into the stage beams. Chatfield backs it up just a little bit, stays in the stage position, goes ahead and backs on out. Went a little further into the beams than he intended to. He has the flexibility to back it out and pull it up in stage. Now we're ready. The Vega's on the way down the racetrack. Looking better for the redemption side. 476, 150 miles an hour for Buchanan. And another 420 for Cody Chatfield of the Booz Brothers Vega. 425, 174 miles an hour. So good performances on both sides of the racetrack for those big block Chevy-powered Vega funny cars. One from Kansas, one from Missouri, and they are looking good. Should be clear in the top end here in just a few moments. Looks like we may have a little purple haze on the horizon. In the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane, that's going to be Johnny Broussard. Want to send a shout out to Gabe Shoemaker, celebrating his birthday. Comes to Funny Car Chaos at Mo-Kan Dragway each and every year. We're happy to be celebrating with you, Gabe Shoemaker. Happy birthday. Anybody else out there with a birthday in August or September? Would you wave at the tower? Oh, yeah. Well, hey, we're excited to have you at Mo-Kan Dragway. Happy birthday. This is one of the coolest birthday parties you could ever have. There you go. Happy birthday, man. I'm glad you're here. We have definitely got a great group. We've got anniversaries. We've got birthdays. And if you haven't had a chance to meet somebody cool, you are sitting in amongst a bunch of cool folks that know how to have a good time and love to do it at Mo-Kan Dragway, which, by the way, is one of the best places I've ever found for having fun. So thanks for being here, and thanks for sharing your birthday and anniversary and your celebration with us at the Labor Day Weekend Classic. Just about ready to rock and roll with some more funny cars. Jade Cook from Duncan, Oklahoma is going to be on the pit side of the racetrack, and John Broussard from Lake Charles, Louisiana on the tower side in the O'Reilly lane. Purple Haze best run yesterday. Another one of those 80s, one of the 4 cars at 3.83 seconds. Right now they sit number 7 in the Rodak Custom Coffee A field. And Jade Cook came out yesterday after the car sat in the trailer, she said, for 2 months and ran the best, quickest 60-foot time it had ever run. So we're certainly hoping that she doesn't take that as a cue to leave the car in the trailer for 2 months at a time. But hey, best 60-foot time it ever ran yesterday after 2 months in the trailer. Well, I guess you take it. Purple Haze, Lake Charles, Louisiana, came out to Odessa, Texas earlier in the season and wound up in the final round out there. Came in second in that deal, so they are 0-1 in final rounds, but they are coming out swinging, as that Firebird funny car is definitely one that is to be reckoned with. Jade Cook, one of those racers that has been to a lot of final rounds. She's been to 11 final rounds. She is 6-5 in final rounds, so we'll see what they got going on this weekend. The Nemesis Mustang CNC Performance Engines. Last chance to shuffle the deck. A field on the tower side, B field on the pit side. Will they go quicker and faster? Let's find out. Top end of the racetrack, 376 at 202.1 miles an hour. Man, talk about that purple haze on the horizon. It is disappearing fast up there in the shutdown area. Wow. Lake Charles, Louisiana, they are some more excited from Louisiana and Lake Charles. Purple haze, 376. Johnny B good right there. I'm telling you what, 376, 202.1 miles an hour. And Jade Cook puts another 407 on the board. Jade Cook, first run or best run yesterday, 407.79 or 778, and today 407.79. So you have to go 4 digits to keep it from being an identical number. I think they're dialed in, which is kind of funny since she's off the throttle early just a little bit. So they are set with where they're going to be. Another performance improvement. Another car joins the 3.7 club. Johnny B. Good, 376, 202.1 miles an hour. How you like that, race fans? That's some cool stuff. Now we've got Rockin' Robin Rish in the blown retirement Camaro. And Chance Biffle in the Bad Intentions Corvette. Team car to Jade Cook that just went down the racetrack, one of those CNC Performance Engines machines. Chance Biffle got a win in the Alcadena B field out at Pinwell Heights Raceway earlier in the year. He's 1-1 in final rounds and puts a good number on the board yesterday of 445. Rockin' Robin. Guthrie, Oklahoma, right there just off I-35 north of Oklahoma City. Kansas City and the Kansas line. Brings that lone retirement Gen 4 Camaro up for a run, this time down the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. Best run yesterday at 5:05. They find themselves looking for a 4-second run, going to need one in order to make this quick field. Both cars using big block Chevy power with fuel injection and supercharged. Lone retirement, bad intentions, side by side on Saturday afternoon at Mo-Kan Dragway, live streaming to a global audience and putting on a show in front of some of the best fans anywhere. Rocket Robin. Out of the back of that goes 488. That's the best run of the weekend for them. So the 488, they get into the 4-second zone with a 488 at 121.5 miles an hour. Chance Biffle puts a 445 on the board. That is the second 445 they have put on the board. This one with a 0. So they will stay right where they were on the qualifying sheet, but they have put 245s on the board.
There are innovators, and there are duplicators. Your engine knows the difference. Comp Cam's camshafts are always original designs. From precision engineering to premier manufacturing and unrivaled testing again and again by the most advanced engineering team and equipment in the industry. Buy the original, not an imitation. Copies might look the part, but horsepower doesn't lie. Comp Cams, no comparison.
Taylor Motorsports Products is your first stop for quality safety equipment for your car or your driver. All of our safety equipment products are made in our facility in Albany, Oregon. From custom fit fire suits to racing seat belts, supercharger restraints, engine diapers, transmission blankets, and many other must-have items. Our racing history runs deep. We are racers building the finest safety equipment for racers. And we're a proud supporter of the chaos.
Laris Motorsports Insurance offers drag racers the broadest insurance policies in the industry. Laris Motorsports Insurance was created by racers for racers. Laris insures race cars on and off the track, trailers and equipment. Laris even pays racers contingencies at the fling bracket races. Don't wait until it's too late. Call Laris Motorsports Insurance today.
B&C Trailers, Kryptonite Customs. Gambler comes out strong. Burn out in the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. And Linda continues to be a little temperamental today. All right, the Queen of Diamonds backs up her brother, and the Gambler will go solo down the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. Their best run yesterday was a stout 402. there looking to see what the Gambler is feeling today on its third pass of the weekend. Giesland steps aside. Casey Giesland puts the car into the pre-stage. Now the stage. Next to throttle and takes it down the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane, straight down the grooves to a 410 at 182.2 miles an hour. One flat to 62.73 to half track, and a 410, 182.26 miles per hour puts them right where they want to be. Good looking run in the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. They will go down and pick up Casey in the shutdown area, tow it back, and get ready for first round eliminations. We'll have those ladders posted once it's all done. Looking like our 2024 champion might be coming up if the backup girl situation is any indication, and I bet it is. How about it, race fans? Team Gambler. Once again, 13 of the top 14 in the chase for the championship are here at Mo-Kan Dragway. We are seeing some great racing, some great qualifying so far, but the racing is going to be extraordinary as we have a lot of folks intent, as we have, it's still all about fun, but it's also about collecting those points and taking home the championship. And so making those qualifying runs and developing some consistency to be ready for eliminations. Seen a lot of folks very excited about their chances for 2025, finishing strong as they can. Number one in points is a tie right now between Brian Lewis and Justin Herbst. Last year's champion Fast Lane Shane Lawson, number 3. Keith Zimmer, number 4. Justin Malott, number 5. Bob Alberti Jr., number 6. Kirk Williams, 2022 champ, number 7. Lee Lovell, number 8. Chris Snyder, number 9. Neil Giroux, 10. Casey Giesland, the car you just saw go down the racetrack, number 11 in the points. Jordan Ballou, number 13, and Jim Chase, number 14. So next up, it is your 2024 Funny Car Chaos champion from Coweta, Oklahoma, in the Murph McKinney built funny car, the Man of War 2. Intent on a repeat. Fast Lane Shane Lawson. His wife Bonnie backs him up from the burnout. Best run yesterday had them number 4 at a 378. Since been bumped back 1 to number 5. High risk performance. Tuning this car. Shane Lawson gets back into the forward gear. Watching the crew members, checking things out to make sure it's good to go. A single run in the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. Some ask why so many singles. Well, it's because you don't have to, we prefer it to be pairs, but the race procedure says you have to run both lanes. There's 3 rounds of qualifying, so that means you're going to run the same lane twice. Just so happens the way it shakes out today, we've got some singles to do. And so we're going to do them this way. Fast lane Shane decks the throttle. Really scoot that Mustang across the finish line. 373, 201.43 miles an hour. They will move on up a little bit on that Rodak A-field ladder. 943 to 60 feet, 250 to half track, 201 miles an hour across the finish line in 3.73 seconds. Looks good enough for number 3, going up 2 from number 5 to number 3. Fast Lane Shane and the Man of War Mustang. Best performance of the weekend for them. As the Man of War crew goes down to pick up the car, we've got our next one getting ready to fire up. It's going to be the 57 Chevy. From Indiana, it's going to be Justin Malott. Junior Dragsters, let's get you to the staging lanes, please. Junior Dragsters, second session time trials, lanes 2 and 3, please. Junior Dragsters. Junior Dragsters, lanes 2 and 3 for your second time trial. Next up, it's going to be the 1957 Chevy Bel Air from Paragon, Indiana. Justin Malott, the Must Be Nice car. Hemi powered with 528 cubic inches of Brad Anderson engineering Hemi. Lubricated by the official oil and lubricant of the Funny Car Chaos Championship Tour, Driven Oil. Got some help from Star Racer Belts. CP Carrillo. XL Rods and Impact Racing. Justin Malott comes into this race number 5 in the points in the 2025 championship hunt. Got fire in the pipes. And he will solo in the O'Reilly Auto Parts lane. Justin Malott with the best run yesterday of 4.20 seconds at 164 miles an hour. Is going to bring that 57 Chevy up. See if they've picked up any performance from yesterday. There's a lot of room between them and the top of the Alcadator B field. Let's see if they can let it all hang out. So the 420 will be the number they go with. Wherever that shakes out, Must Be Nice, heading for the exit. Junior Dragsters lanes 2 and 3. Junior Dragsters lanes 2 and 3. We have got the final round from our Byron event. We finished everything at that event but the final rounds, and we have 2 of those finalists ready to square off for the championship. We have got Hot Rod Herbie, Justin Herbst, taking on the Twist and Shout, Neil Giroux. That is part of what you'll see as we continue this third and final qualification round in Funny Car Chaos, Smoking Mo-Kan Dragway. Be sure to let your friends know that it is on at Mo-Kan Dragway, and we're happy to have you here, and we hope you'll invite your friends out here. Whole lot more racing yet to do, so if they think they might have missed something, well, they have missed something, but they haven't missed it all. As round 1 eliminations for Funny Car coming up about 4 o'clock. Plus, we've got Dirty South Gassers. Plus, we've got Hot Rod Brackets. Plus, we got Junior Dragsters. It's going to be a great day. Chris Batty from Stockton, Missouri, in the Batmobile Corvette. Big inch, big block Chevy, bringing that continued support for the Cedar Creek Jerky, Stockton's Hardware and Home, Bat Cave Machine, Twisted 13 and Eagle Machine. Chris's best run yesterday was a 478. They're looking to see if they can quicken the pace a little bit. Well, as far as spinning, as it has been prone to do. Usually on the second time he hits the throttle, it hooks up and goes, but it didn't want to do it that time. Chris lets out the parachutes in that 146 mile per hour breeze in the shutdown area. And looks like he should have no trouble bringing that Corvette to a safe stop, but they will stay with the 478 in the Batmobile Corvette. So, race fans, we already have told you we're going to be contesting 3 different classes today. So that's 3 of those one-of-a-kind Funny Car Chaos trophies going home, but there will actually be a 4th one going home with one of these 2 racers, as this is the final round from Byron Dragway in the Wulff Pump C Field. This is also a qualification run. It's going to be Justin Herbst in the Executioner Corvette taking on the Twist and Shout Beretta of Neil Giroux. So our drivers and crews ready to make that final qualification run. That's 5 points for each of these racers. But in addition, the person with the win light gets 10 points. The other guy gets 5. So in terms of a championship points chase, a lot of implications for this particular run as they're going down the racetrack. To our live stream audience, once we make the break, when we come back for eliminations, it will be exclusively on the YouTube channel. So make sure when you come back at 4 o'clock for eliminations that you come to the YouTube channel. That's where we will be for the live stream broadcast tonight with eliminations. Just about ready to bring these cars to life. See who's taking home the trophy and the extra points for being the Byron Dragway event winner. Finally getting a chance to finish that. The A field and B field will hopefully be finished at the championship finals up at Great Lakes Dragway. coming up in about 4 weeks. Looks like we are good to go as we begin to hear the starters spin the race engines over and they come to life. Justin Herbst, the executioner from North Platte, Nebraska. It's an 86 model Corvette. Big block Chevy power supported by Herbst Towing, Wulff Pumps, North Platte Kubota, and Mincer Oil. And the Chuck Paul Trucking Chevy Beretta from Elizabeth, Illinois. The Twist and Shout car, Neil Giroux on the pit side. Showtime on a Saturday afternoon, the third and final qualifying run for these two teams, and in addition, it's going to be the final round for Byron Dragway. So we weren't anticipating barrel racing here at Mo-Kan Dragway this weekend, but a little glimpse of the stick horse race behind the Executioner Corvette, Hot Rod Herbie. So, race fans, the numbers matter, but in this particular case, the win light matters as much, maybe a little bit more. So both of these guys yesterday in qualifications, they wind up 18 and 19 on the qualifying list. They've been bumped back some, but they kind of ran what they wanted to run yesterday. Twist and Shout goes red, so Hot Rod Herbie with the win light. It's a 441 for Giroux at 148 miles an hour, and Herbie goes 463 at 131.35 miles an hour. So congratulations, runner-up Neil Giroux, and to your Byron Dragway Seafield winner, Justin Herbst. So we will let the computer size up who ran what, and we will have our ladders posted on the Funny Car Chaos Facebook page, and we will announce that information as well. That's going to do it for the third and final qualification round in Funny Car Chaos. A good time to go get yourself signed up for a ride in the Proud American Motorsports Ride Dragsters, or maybe get yourself something great to eat, something cold to drink. Make sure you go by and see them at the Funny Car Chaos Nitro Chaos merchandise trailer for those official event shirts, as they've got a limited supply of those available. You want to make sure that you have got yourself outfitted with the style and wear from Funny Car Chaos and Nitro Chaos. Car Chicks right next door. Go by and see them for the latest and greatest Car Chicks apparel. Don't forget the lug nuts. Don't forget the items for your canine friend at Car Chicks. And, of course, on the west side of the tower, the event shirts from Mo-Kan Dragway's 60th annual Labor Day Weekend Classic. That's where those are available. So reach out, shake a hand, make a friend, take a stroll down Funny Car Alley, go by and see them in the Dirty South Gasser Pit area, or stay where you are. We got Junior Dragsters with their second time trial session coming your way here momentarily. They will be followed, of course, by those hot rod bracket stars. Big bunch of cars racing in hot rod brackets and Junior Dragsters today. And, of course, get yourself signed up with Proud American Motorsports for a ride down the racetrack. another 160 mile per hour pass in 4.50 seconds. And the proud American going to take a couple more thrill seekers down the racetrack, doing it together in the rumble seat. So, race fans, we are back to Junior Dragsters with their second of two-time trial sessions. Ryan Keith is going to be on the tower side, and Tucker Tyson going to be on the pit side.
Race fans, get ready. The inaugural Fuel Altered Chaos rocks historic Tucson Dragway Friday night and Saturday, November 14th and 15th. Ground-pounding fuel altered from across the country go into 200-mile-per-hour combat with historic names like the Mob, Rat Poison, Bradford's Fiat, and Sheepherder. Take on new school hitters like Cone Hunter, Witch Doctor, Blown Scentless, and many more. See Lunisha's Backup Girl, Header Flame, and run what you brung drag racing like Tucson hasn't seen in decades.
Kids 12 and under are free. Visit TucsonDragway.com for more information.
November 14th and 15th. Be there!